This is the AI News Flash for July 30th, 12 p.m. UTC. First up, the European Union has opened a call for proposals to build 7 AI gigafactories, backed by €10 billion, about $11.4 billion in public funding. The European Commission wants that money to draw an additional €20 billion in private investment, bringing the total to roughly €30 billion. The application deadline is November 12th, and the plan was expanded from 5 sites to 7 after strong interest from member states. The facilities are large-scale compute platforms for training, inference, and fine-tuning advanced frontier AI models. Access will be open to startups, scale-ups, small and medium-sized enterprises, industry, academia, and public authorities. The ambition to close the compute gap with the United States and China was laid out in April's AI Continent Action Plan, but this is the first time it has moved into an actual tender. Second, Britain's Lloyds Banking Group has unveiled a further £2 billion of cost cuts, driven by a deeper use of artificial intelligence. Alongside that plan, its half-year results showed pre-tax profit of £4.3 billion for the 6 months to the end of June, up 23% year-on-year. Under a new 4-year strategy called Accelerate 30, starting in 2027, the bank will invest more than £13 billion over 4 years to transform how customers manage their money. Most of the savings are expected to come from expanding AI across the organization, on top of more than £2 billion of efficiencies already targeted between 2022 and 2026. Chief Executive Charlie Nunn said around half of the bank's AI activity would focus on expanding and improving customer services, with the rest helping employees complete tasks more efficiently. The bank also launched a new payment service, the Lloyds Smart Wallet, and confirmed it is retiring the Halifax Bank brand. Third, a new study says the AI shopping assistants at Amazon and Walmart can often detect false Made in USA labels. Yet the retailers are not using that capability to crack down on the listings. The research comes from a think tank led by Lena Khan, the former chair of the U.S. Federal Trade Commission. It examined Amazon's Alexa for shopping and Walmart's Sparky. Both assistants were able to spot mismatches between an explicit Made in USA claim and contradictory information elsewhere in the product listing. Asked why it does not flag suspicious claims, Walmart's Sparky replied that the FTC typically enforces Made in USA rules. Amazon's Alexa answered that the harm to US-made brands is real and documented, but until that harm creates a financial, regulatory, or reputational cost for Amazon specifically, it remains easier to do nothing. The FTC had urged both companies last year to police third-party sellers' claims. Fourth, the Japan Meteorological Agency is developing an AI model to forecast typhoon paths. The system will be trained on vast amounts of meteorological data, with implementation expected by 2030. The goal is to halve the margin of error for 3-day typhoon track forecasts, from roughly 200 kilometers today to 100 kilometers, by combining the AI with conventional numerical forecasting. Calculation time is projected to fall from several dozen minutes now to about 5 minutes. The AI would complement the current approach, which relies on supercomputers, crunching observational data such as atmospheric pressure patterns and wind direction. Fifth, a split-screen economy is emerging in China, where cities built around AI industries are racing ahead, while the rest of the country slows. According to analysis by Nomura Holdings, a handful of tech hubs delivered their biggest share of China's growth in at least 2 decades in the first half of this year. In Hefei, the heart of China's memory chip industry, factories can barely keep up with the world's appetite for AI hardware. By contrast, in Changchun, the northeastern home of gasoline-powered car making, officials have admitted to unprecedented difficulties. Growth for the country as a whole slowed to the bottom edge of Beijing's full-year target. That's all for this AI News Flash.